Hello Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. So we're going to work a little bit, work on these beautiful energies for the new moon. What you need to really concentrate on in the new moon and how to get you there. Yes, absolutely. If we have time, I may even pull a little some more cards regarding this. Right now, I'm going to pick 3 different tarot decks. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here. And we're going to use this one here. Okay? For the first one. So we're going to pull tarot cards for each energy. So it was basically a pick a card. And if you haven't seen that one already, I would watch the first one first and then come back to this one after, because it'd make a lot more sense. This is the extended to that one. Okay? So the first card that we picked this morning is this one, Breadcrumbs of Bliss, Heed Your Pleasure Principle. And they really want you to believe in yourself and market your magic. So this rings a lot of positivity for me, okay? I feel that it really, really helped. I'm going to put these beside this one, okay? Like this. I think that works, yeah. This really talked about the positive energies that flow from this. To believe in yourself, to be the very best that you can be, okay? I really, really like that. I really felt as if it was, you're on your way and they just want you to keep doing the very best for yourself as you go. And to believe in yourself wholeheartedly. Okay, believe in your magic, believe in your heart, believe in everything that you do, Pisces, because it's so important to believe in oneself. We underrate it. You have the Tower card, shaking things up, shaking up the foundation. Ooh, and the 10 of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of energy. Yes, okay. So what I'm getting from this, thank God we got the Page of Cups, which is the card of Pisces. What I'm getting from these cards is underneath, and I'm going to take it, it's grow, and I'm going to take the Chariot, and underneath the truth of moving on, but this is reverse, and I feel that's something you've already done. So let me be more specific on what I'm getting as a message here. First 2 cards are like, oh, that's such hard energy. But I believe that the hard work's been done, okay? You guys really did the hard work. You shook up the foundation and you were burdened by it. But it's because you were trying to get back to your true nature. I find that these 3 cards are coming out together, okay? So to recapture the magic of yourself, I feel that some of you were so burdened and on such a shaky foundation that you've forgotten who your true self was, your true nature, which is to be a dreamer, to have that positivity. It may have been because of situations before, of people, and just bad relationships, okay? This is what I'm getting as well. I know I don't do stuff like that, but I feel like it's just been bad relationships either all around, either family, even relationships, intimate relationships, just relationships that were not healthy, giving too much and having people take and feeling that awful burden, okay? And so bad that it took away your bliss. Your bliss went away. All of this went away. The happiness, the bliss, the flowing, the being, the believing in yourself and believing in your magic. It was almost non-existent. And that's what I'm getting from this, Pisces. I'm really getting that from these cards. You finally found it again. You finally just got back into your magic, okay? With these 2 cards, you saw the truth to move on. So that's why I say upside down for me is like, this is the past. You already did this work. Very, very good. Very happy for you for that. But what I'm getting from this as well is that you took that Chariot and you guided it into growth. And with the Pentacle could be wealth, but it could be wealth and prosperity of life, relationships, love, everything. Okay, you're finally moving. This is moving in the right direction, moving into abundance, moving into happiness, and that's important, okay? You know, somebody was talking the other day about seeing the things like when readers talk only positive. I think I would consider myself in that category. But it's not because you haven't gone through anything. I feel that you've gone through a lot, and regardless, or albeit that you did, you have come so far, and you have gone above and beyond, okay? So I'm not saying here that it's all strawberry roses and wine and beauty. It is life, whatever you make of it, okay? I just like to keep this in a more positive, because there's darkness here, absolutely. If you see this, if you see these cards, this is like darkness, and even this upside down, it feels like lack of momentum. You know, not seeing the truth. Upside down again, you have the Empress, so the creativity was stopped. Okay, momentum. I can see all these things, but I choose to focus on what's going on now, which is this. Okay, you did the judgment work. You reviewed, you changed and released all of this bad stuff to find yourself again, to move forward again in your true nature, your true identity, to find happiness once again, Pisces. It's so hard to be stifled or feel stifled and hurt and just constantly oppressed. Okay, this is a card of oppression. But you have moved past that. You have gone above and beyond. And Spirit wants you to know that right now in this new moon, to take your time and focus. Focus on that beautiful energy of believing in yourself. Believing in your magic to create and to do things. Okay? So this is for card number 1, and I hope that you're feeling that, Pisces. They believe in you. So do I. So do I. Okay? Don't question your beauty and your natural, you're just joie de vivre, okay? You need that. We need that, and we need to keep a positive take on things. We really need to drive into growth. Take all of those lessons and just, you know, now practice them into bliss, into happiness. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anybody ever criticize you for seeing a sunny side of the street or trying to get there constantly. It is important for you. It's important to see the snags if there are any, but it's very important for you to be looking for bliss, not looking for pain. Okay? All right, so you have in the second card, which is celebrate the sacred gap. And that's just taking the time to see where you're at. But they want you to trust yourself and not to overthink the situation too much, so that you end up causing yourself more problems or bigger delays than you need to, okay? There's a lot of heart here. And again, there is magic. I just noticed that there's magic in 2 magics and 1 intuition, okay, in these readings. So magic, and intuition. Go for it, okay? Don't spoil it. Market your magic and trust your intuition. That's good advice for anybody. It doesn't matter which pile it's under. So this is give thanks for the buffer time. In other words, give thanks for the time to always being able to revamp whatever desire and manifestation you're trying to bring forward. And trust yourself to know there's a compass inside here that's shooting up to light. Trust it to know that the compass will come back and guide you to your very best place, okay? So I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to pull some tarot from here. I'm going to take from the Light Seer in this case. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay, something new. I like that. card fell down. Hold on. Ah, the Six of Cups. Yeah. This is reconnecting with memories. So this, I really feel, feels like when you do sit down to stop thinking about or start thinking about where you're going and where you've been, your past really does come in. But again, it can spoil if you've had some very bad memories, such as we all have at some point. Just make sure that you're not thinking too hard on everything, especially when it's something new. It needs time to harmonize, okay? And this is they're saying. It needs time to harmonize into something that will be very beneficial to you. But you've got to be good to yourself, okay? It's all a balancing act, because if you see, she's balancing one pentacle, but she's standing on another, okay? So it's very much about balancing this, trying to figure out what is working and what's not working, okay? How to shift all the energy from one place to another. It's a constant state of, like, shifting things. Right, again with the Two of Cups, harmonizing, harmony. These are my two cards of harmony and union and cooperation, okay? And it's always about shifting back to that state, adapting, okay? We look under the deck. Yes, protecting yourself from those negative thoughts and negative energies, working hard at something. We always do, until we have clarity and movement, okay? And again, the Empress is coming through here as it did, but this time it's upright. So is the Eight of Wands. It was reversed here in the first pile. In this pile, it's upright. So all of these things are giving you clarity and protecting you from this energy, okay? The Six of Pentacles, it's rewards, a give and take. So all of these really, really apply. But it's your capability of being very adaptive. And you have the Two again. If you really think about it, you have the union of two, which is six. Six is two, two, two is six. Two, 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 six. Union, Six of Cups. Okay? It's all really connecting to one another. But you have to protect yourself from overthinking. Okay? And overthinking usually leads to negative thinking. The Seven of Swords for me is like overthinking a situation and mucking it up, okay? It's a chatter in your mind. It's a squawking of the negative. You have to be very careful with this, Pisces, okay? But work in quality when you're trying to figure out stuff. Only quality thoughts, I would say. Use quality thoughts to give you clarity. Only quality thoughts, okay? All right, Pisces. So this has been the second card. Okay, I'm going to leave this right here. And then we're going to go to the third one. Ooh. Okay. I really like this. The third card in this series was Make the Grade with Flying Colors. Remember, you signed up for this. And the other two cards that came out with it was Overrate Your Intuition and the Synchronicities that come in. So they're saying there's no mistakes in anything that you do. Whatever is synchronous and keeps coming back through, you brought it through with you, okay, in this beautiful vortex. There are no coincidences. This is basically what it says, no coincidence. So trust your intuition in everything that you do, everything that you hear, all the mishaps that happen. Your life is telling you to look further, to look deeper. And I love this one, and this actually applies a lot to what we talked about on last Tuesday's reading. And if you haven't seen it, I would suggest that you go find it in the playlist and go watch it. So I'm going to pull a few cards for this one. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so this is all about, yeah, your journey here, okay? What you need to complete, what you need to do. It's your cycle in this lifetime, in this human form. You signed up for it, okay? So remember, you asked to be here. And I love this because if you look, these cards are very synchronistic to each other. There's a swirl, see? This is you and your swirl. This is you and your swirl. This is energy. This is your human form. This is your energy form. This is you coming here to live your life and live the path that you assigned yourself this time around. So don't be so worried about it so much, you know? If you know this, then when things happen, look out to see what you're supposed to be learning or seeing or looking at, okay? All right. Love begins. I love that. All of these things that happen to you, they're a sense of renewing, okay? It's something beginning. It's something to show you where something needs to end and something needs to begin, okay? So, and they want you to work in love, as they did with the second card. It's all from the vibration of love, okay? When you hit an ending and you think how awful it is, remember, if this ending is here, it's to offer you a new beginning. It can be in love, it can be in life, it can be in career, it can be anything that you're looking in, okay? They like to give you rainbows all the time, but you have to imagine that you're always working for those. You're always working to get to those. Third eye chakra, okay? Overrate your intuition. Here it is. This is your intuition, okay? So they really want you to tap into this. So important for you to trust it and constantly always be listening to it, because it's always offering you so much information, so much to follow, so much to go with, okay? So if you need, that's a double card. So make sure to pay attention to it, especially if you pick this one. Especially if you hit a snag and you're thinking, how am I going to get through this? All right. So as I said, on a Tuesday reading, this came through as well. Discontent and boredom. And the message for that is what if your life was always the same thing and you never had any challenges? You would never make the grade because there'd be no grade to get, okay? You'd just be discontent and bored with your life if you never had any spice, any color, any challenges to overcome ever. You'd always be in this state, okay? Things would be super boring because you wouldn't know. Like I said in the Tuesday reading, if you were sick, how would you ever know how wonderful it feels to be healthy if you always felt the same way, okay? So just remember that. Oh, okay. Spiritual union. Again, we have the 2. We're always shooting for this. This came in the second reading too. This is like this card right here. But in this case, it's always about shooting for this. Okay. When you go from something that doesn't feel so good to something that feels really good. Okay. This is how you know with the contrast what feels bad and what feels good. Always. You got a lot of heart in this reading. A lot of, yeah, a lot of heart. So with this, they're saying, of course, this represents a lot of rest and rejuvenate. As I said, this offers brand new opportunities that come through. All this learning, all of these experiences, these challenge, they bring new things to the forefront for you. Okay, and this came out too with this one in that reading. It lets you also release emotional loss, okay? Lets you let it go so that you can move forward, okay? And this one is financial and material changes, right? And again, firm foundation. These are both this card especially is the card where, let me see. let me stop for a second. The financial and material changes for me is always about being, this is the wand, the pentacle cards, okay? One is about protection of money and the other one's about isolation. So these help, let me get my thoughts in order. Too much information and then my mouth just literally slammed shut. Okay, let's do this. It lets you release emotional pain. It gives you new opportunities where you were stuck before. This is what I'm trying to get to. Things that you felt that were stuck in the mud, where you weren't moving forward, okay? That you weren't getting any financial changes or material changes, okay? All these changes, they work into that as well because they're trying to give you what you want, but you have to work through all of these things, okay? And the sacral chakra being upside down as well is the same thing, because this is your sense of power. This is your sense of security, your sense, your root and your chakra and your solar plexus. They're all the things that get affected when you are young, when your safety and security and your self-worth gets hurt. So being this side really explains a lot, okay? Your passion can get, with boredom here as well, your passion can get not ignited. It can get stifled. All of these cards are showing what the bad part of not changing anything is. That's basically what these are talking about in the reverse. They're talking about leaving you stuck. That card stuck in the mud, okay? So this is why you have these changes. They want you to make the grade. They want you to surpass yourself and learn what you need to learn so that you can move forward and get where you need to go. So these are the whys, so that you can, you know, find harmony and get out of boredom and stagnancy and stuck, okay? And release the emotional loss and bring love back in, okay? Go from releasing it to letting it back in. And all of these trials, all these tribulations, all the stuff that you go through in life that you overcome, that you have decided on, are synchronistic to what you decided to do. Trust your intuition. That came out twice, okay? So if you pick this card, this is trusting your intuition, Pisces. Okay. Well, okay, that last one's a little painful, but I think I got the point across, so that's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoy these. I'm really enjoy doing these on Saturday. It gives me a nice little break from, I don't know, just the same old, same old. And let me know in the comments, as I said this morning, if you really like these. I'm going to keep doing them. I really like them. Take care of yourself, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love and light and blessings. Thank you for being here and supporting me as always. I appreciate you so very much. Take care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow for your weekly reading.